Strike out! Hi guys, welcome back to It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and this is just our, regular Sunday chat with you guys, my subscribers. First and foremost, thanks for all the love and comments that we got on the 1,000 subscriber special last week. That's absolutely tremendous, and I do appreciate you tuning in, leaving those comments, and just thoroughly enjoying yourself, because that's what we like to do here on the Sparring DK channel. Now, today's drink, what have we got for you? We've got the Glenlivet 15 in a French Oak Reserve barrel. Now, this is my go-to single malt whiskey. I'll show you the label in just a second. It's just a good single malt. Now, here we go. Here is the label. It is the Glenlivet French Oak Reserve. If it wants to focus a little bit. It's just my go-to single malt. If you're only going to have one bottle in your liquor cabinet, this is a good place to start. The Glenlivet in the French Oak Reserve, 15 years of age, and it's really nice. So just give it that little touch of water just to open it up, and then we can get into having a little bit of a chat. Nectar of the gods. Okay, so in this episode, I've got a couple of, I'm just trying to get a feel for how I want this series to go. I mean, I know it's just a little bit of just a chat with you guys, a weekly channel update, should we say, on things that are happening and what's going on in my week, in my life, and that sort of thing, just so you guys, can have a bit more personal interaction with myself, as I feel, we're building a little bit of a community here, and I do like to give back to my viewers and my subscribers. So, you guys did leave a couple of questions on the 1,000 subscriber special, so we'll go ahead and answer those. Feel free to leave any questions down below, and as we move through, I'll just try and answer them every week. If we get to a point where there's 1,000 questions, well, obviously I'll have to pick some of the best ones. But at the moment, there's only half a dozen, so quite happy to handle that and get those out. So let's go through the Q&A first. So I had a question from Serge, and he said Messi from Barcelona or Ronaldo from Real Madrid. Now, I don't watch a lot of football, but obviously I know who these two guys are. Messi's always been on the cover of FIFA for a couple of years, so he's pretty much the best player in the world according to FIFA. Ronaldo, well, personally I preferred it when he played for Manchester United. Now, when they go to Real Madrid, they get all that cash, they get all that big head money, and even though he's a good player, I'd probably take Messi. Hope that answers your question. Another question from Serge was, what are your top favorite 11 players? Well, that's pretty hard. I mean, I don't watch a lot of international football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I've had some top players over the years. One of my favorite players would be Dennis Bergkamp, former Arsenal striker, absolute legend. And I do like Thierry Henry. But in the current 11, I probably just don't keep up enough with it, to be honest. I mean, I've probably got more football knowledge from playing FIFA than I have from actually watching real games. Christian Eriksen, he's someone that I don't mind watching. He seems to have a bit of skill and flair. Yeah, that's a tricky one. I probably need to sit down and watch a bit more football. I might come back to that in maybe like a 5,000 subscriber special if we ever get there or something. Top 11 players. Traore Kone. And I've got one more question here. It's from Vizarak. He said, who is your favorite superhero and supervillain? Now, this is a big challenge. It depends what you're into. Superhero. I mean, what do you classify as a superhero? Are you talking comics and movies, or are you talking someone in real life that is actually a real superhero? I mean, look at policemen, firemen, armed services. These guys are superheroes. They go out and protect you and serve your country every day. And in my eyes, that is a hero. If you're looking at comic books and that sort of thing, let's go with Aquaman. I mean, he's the unsung hero of the superhero world. He can talk to fish. He can breathe underwater. He has superhuman strength. Let's go with Aquaman. As for supervillain, well, that's a tough one. Everyone likes a good bad guy. I'll tell you who I do like. For a supervillain, the Riddler in is it Batman Forever, where Jim Carrey plays the Riddler. That is a supervillain, absolute character, and that's what I look for. Someone that's funny, witty, and can still be badass. So I'm gonna go with the Riddler. Alright, let's move around in the episode, and I'm just wondering, maybe this is something we can do every week, but this week I'm gonna call this Goal of the Week, and what I'm gonna do is go through all the FIFA episodes that we've played for the week. I'm gonna pick my favorite goal and let you have a quick recap here. So let's go have a look at my Goal of the Week.
They've got men in the middle if he can cross it.
Ritson cuts back inside, does well. Oh, loses it in the box, falls out. Golek's there. He tries to pick up the crumbs, crosses it inside, into the box. Who's on the corner? Oh, Kantarovski, is he onside? Yes, he is. What a ball in there from Golek, and Kantarovski on the outside post. Holy shit, what a goal by Bradford City. Look at the movement there from Kantarovski. An absolute bullet. An absolute forehead through his whole life on the line there. And the keeper didn't know where the hell that was coming from. What a ball from Golek into the box. And Kantarovski puts one in the back of the net. Bradford City with the lead. It's 1-0. Alex Kantarovski, what a fucking goal that was. Amazing scenes here, away from home. It's 1-0. Get in. Okay, that is the Goal of the Week, and what a goal that was there from Kosmanovski in the Bradford City Road to World Cup Australia series. If you haven't checked that one out yet, make sure you do. It's looking quality. Still waiting to get that Australia gig, but we're pushing hard and we're developing quite a nice squad there. Alright, I've probably chewed your ear off long enough. Make sure you're leaving comments down below on, just have a chat with me. Leave some questions, thoughts and that sort of shit on the on this episode, what's happening with the channel, things you'd like to see, anything. This is the one forum here on my channel that you can just express whatever the fuck you like. Write it in the comment down below. I read everything. Let's get into this Glenlivet. I mean, if you want me to describe this, it's definitely not a mermaid. It's sweet, vanilla, caramel, and you sort of get like hints of fresh fruit. And it's just an unbelievable drop. I highly recommend the Glenlivet 15 French Oak Barrel Reserve. Okay, I've got something special for you now. I like to do these little videos just to give you a bit more of an insight onto what we do here in YouTube, and I'll change this up weekly. Sometimes I'll show you some recording stuff. Sometimes I'll take you out on location. Just want to get you to know me, feel Perth, and see what we do here behind the camera. So here's a little look in how we record a FIFA video from start to finish in regards to how long it takes. I'm not going to go into in-depth how I edit and all that kind of shit. Maybe we can look at that in a future episode, but this is going to give you a bit of a time frame on how long it takes me to record one episode for you guys. Let's go have a look at that now. Hi guys, today I'm going to show you something special. I'm going to show you how long it takes to actually record one of these FIFA episodes that I'm putting out. We're going to do it with the Arsenal series, so it's a typical episode, 3 games, all the bullshit in between. And I'm going to take you from start to finish, from recording to editing, to getting it up onto YouTube, and you'll actually see how long it takes me to put together one of these episodes for you guys to watch at home, and maybe you'll have a better appreciation of what we as YouTubers are doing for you guys. So let's get into it. There'll be a few cutscenes and that sort of crap, but I'll try and have a chat with you through the recording process, and we'll take it from there. So let's get into it. First thing I need to do is sync up the webcam, the audio, and the game. So let's go ahead and do that one for you. 1 2 check, 1 2 1 2 check, check 1 2 webcam, 1 2 check, 1 2. Setting up audio recording in 1 2 1 2 check, 1 2 1 2 check, 1 2. Now we're going to start Elgato recording 1 2 check, 1 2 1 2 check, 1 2. Okay, all devices are recording, the webcam, the audio, and the Elgato. Now we'll go through syncing them up. 1, 2, 3, jump. Helps if the controller's turned on. All right, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, jump, 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 jump. Okay, so now I've got a point there in all 3 bits of footage that are recording, so that when I get into the editing process, I've got a point there that I can sync them through. I'm going to get into the episode, so there'll probably be a little less chit chat with you. We'll see you on the other side of this episode. Hello and welcome back to Arsenal. Today we have Southampton versus Arsenal at St Mary's Stadium. A big game, always when you travel to St Mary's, and let's see what we can do with the lads. Been travelling pretty well this early on in the season. Let's see if we can get some more wins on the board. So we're not playing the best here. 2-0 down against Southampton. We're going to have to work hard. You can already see it's now been about 15 minutes recording so far. So we started it at, what time would that be? We started at about 25 minutes past 5 o'clock in the evening. And we'll just see what time we finish once we finish doing the edit. Let's get into the second half. Inside, and Savoloni grabs it and just goes along. And half time, it's 2-0 to Arsenal. Half time, we're playing well, 2-0. And that's a better start there from Arsenal. Let's get into the second half. It's currently 6 PM now. We've been recording for just over 30 minutes. Alright, 9 shots, 6 on target. Not a bad effort there for Arsenal. Let's move into the next game. So, good effort there from the lads. A 4-2 win. And it is now 6:15. So, we're smashing through this. We've been recording for about 45 minutes. And we've got 1 game left to go. But the thing with these kind of games, if there's transfer window stuff, that's what eats up a shitload of time. Not fucking happy. Not fucking happy. Bored selling your fucking star player when you're playing Champions League. What a fucking load of shit. Sort your game out, EA. Fucking pissed off. Alright, so now we're waiting for it to process. The Elgato will generally take quite a while to process the game footage, but while we're doing that, I'll do the audio commentary and just transfer a few folders around so they're easy to find later. So first of all, Audacity is what I'm using to record the audio. You probably won't be able to see too much in here. Let me see if I can turn it around a little bit. Okay, so first of all I have to see how big the track is. Okay, so it's processed into its full track so we can see everything now. I'm only recording mono on one side. It's just, I don't have a USB microphone. It's actually an XLR connector. So I actually have to convert it to a mono track. So we're going to process that stereo track to mono. That's probably going to take a minute or so. Okay, so now we have a complete mono track from start to finish. I've got to put some effects on that first. I'll put a compressor over it just to give it a bit more level. Now your processing times are really going to come down to the power of your computer. I'm only running a i5 and about 8 gig of RAM. Not too cluey on all that internal kind of stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm running. Windows 7, 64-bit and all that sort of stuff. So it obviously be quicker if you had a more powerful computer, but this is all I've got to work with at the moment, so that's why we're waiting probably a lot longer than we really need to. Once our compression's done, then I'll run it through a normalization effect, and what this does is just sort of compresses it a little bit more, just for a nice full rounded tone. Last but not least, we give it a hard limit, just so that we don't really get any distortion clips. Yeah, there'll obviously be a few in there, but the hard limiter actually stops it from clipping once you do the export. Okay, our track is ready to export. Once the program decides to respond, and we save that into the appropriate file, that way, so it's pretty easy to find when we go to do our edit. Okay, so that's our commentary done. We can get rid of that one. Alright, so the Elgato is still processing. The next thing I like to do is open up my folder on where everything's being saved to. So episode 59 of Relegation Regen Rebuild. Then I go and see where my webcam has saved its footage to, and then we just copy that across to the our folder again. Okay, so now in our folder we have our commentary and we have our webcam. We're still waiting for the processing power of the Elgato software to finish that. It's probably at about 75%. It's now nearly 7:15, so it's been nearly 2 hours since we started recording. What I'll do now while I wait is make the thumbnail for the episode. So generally I will have, hang on a second, I'll make a template in Adobe Photoshop. If you don't know how to do your own thumbnails, even if it's on MS Paint, it's something you really should be doing as a YouTuber. I know there's graphics guys out there, you can outsource it once you're a bit bigger, but if you can do your own thumbnails, you're already one step ahead. Alright, so we've got our little thumbnail here. It's already pre-set up, so all I have to do now, every time I put an episode out, is just change the number of the episode and then save it as a JPEG folder. Okay, so our thumbnail is done and ready for when we finally finish this fucking recording. So we're still waiting for the process on the Elgato, so that could possibly even be another 20 minutes. It's not the quickest thing in the world. I am looking into quicker options on how it can process a lot faster, but it may come down to hardware on the computer. It may come down to using in some different software. I'm not too sure just yet. But what I tend to do while I'm waiting for this processing is check out Twitter, check out your comments, reply to that sort of thing, and just do some general channel maintenance. Alright, so I've finished the edit. It's 8:15 now. I'm just going to record the vocal intro and outro voiceovers, and then we can get into rendering. Relegation Regen Rebuild, a series by Aspiring DK. We've taken Arsenal back to League 2, fucked off their players, fucked off their money. We're going to rebuild them with rookies and regens. It's episode number 59. Okay, so our final product is ready for rendering. Let's just get that underway. Okay, so that render is going to take about 45 minutes to an hour to complete. So basically I've just got an hour to sit here and wait for that. So what I tend to do is play some video games on my own, maybe a bit of Battlefield or something. So we'll see in about an hour. Okay guys, it's now 9:15. Our video has just finished processing, so almost 4 hours since we started recording. Now all I need to do is upload that to YouTube with the thumbnail and the tags and all that sort of stuff. Okay, now our video is uploading to YouTube. We've done all our tags, our description, put in our schedule list, all that sort of shit. We just got to wait for it to go up. That's probably going to take about 12 to 15 minutes. And at the end of this process, since we started recording, that's about 4 hours per episode. So you can see how much, you know, time and effort does go into these large FIFA episodes that I do put out. And for all you guys that are wanting me to double and triple upload, well, if it was my full-time job, quite possible we could get away with that, but as I don't have as much time as I'd like to make these videos, it really is a tough ask even getting up one video a day. So yeah, that ends this look into how we've recorded a FIFA video from start to finish. I hope you've enjoyed it, something a little bit different and just a bit of an eye-opener for you guys that just sit there at home and watch and enjoy the content. Thanks very much for watching. I'll give you back to myself. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Okay guys, thanks for watching that. I hope that you know, opened your eyes and just showcase how long it actually takes me to record one episode. It is quite an extensive process, and most of the YouTubers out there would be having the same sort of issues, unless of course they've got better gear, better equipment, and obviously their times would be a lot quicker and that sort of thing. But as you know, I work 40 hours a week. I'm putting about 50 hours a week at the moment into YouTube just for you guys, but for myself as well, because I do enjoy it. But that's going to end the episode of It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere today. We're just going to finish off this lovely single malt, the Glenlivet 15. Okay, we're going to end the episode there. Thanks very much for tuning in. You take care of yourself, and remember, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Cheers.